Dear Shrestha viewers, welcome to Shrestha Gnanadaini. Today, the most awaited and very important concept, that is the significance of environmental education. Key reasons why a person should be having the knowledge of environmental education. So please watch the entire video. Before going into the video, if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with almost all the people, because this is not about the subject oriented. It is the matter that everyone has to know. So share as most as possible by you. So moving into the topic. Now, the significance of environmental education. Why it is treated so important that everyone has to acquire this knowledge about environmental education? Because as we know, world's population is increasing at an alarming rate, especially in developing countries like India. So natural resources endowment in India is very limited. So the first point is about the population rate. And second one, the methods and techniques of exploiting the natural resources are being advanced day by day. It should be minimized, but it is advanced. So this is the second thing. It is like it is being advanced. And the next one is the resources are exploited, and not seeing force fight of leaving the resources for future generations at all. Just being in this point of view that how are going to serve today. So just think of tomorrow and leave at least some foresights for future. And then unplanned exploitation of natural resources leads to population of all types of levels. So then it should be taken care of natural resources to stop pollution and all. Then pollution and degraded environment seriously affect the health of our living things like earth, including even the human beings. So the people should take care a combined responsibility for the deteriorating environment, and also to begin the appropriate actions to save the earth. It is not all about the just sharing the pics or posts, that we have to do it actually. And education and training is very important regards to environmental education, to make them understand about the biodiversity and species. Of course, there are many people, even without getting education, they are running many nurseries, but we being aware of all these things, we are not at all planting the trees. So even though they are planting the trees without any education, but they doesn't understand what is biodiversity, right? So education and training is very much important. That is the difference between an agricultural BSc farmer and also a non-educated farmer. So when an educated farmer is there, he takes more responsibility towards the field as a person with passion, and also the honesty and sincerity. Because the person who doesn't know anything and he is using all the pesticides that's coming in the markets, then that can affect his field. But the person who is actually agriculture educated, he has an idea of what kind of pesticides to use, and what by using what kinds of diseases we have, so he prevents using that. And even while in the rice mills, we have to mix in that some kinds of medicines, with which the rice gets spoiled soon. So polished rice, etc. This is not the thing these days. If you are using some things, like if you have to give the information about glycoside or some this kind of things, then it is like it is very dangerous, and that can cause cancer. So government has banned some usage of some materials like this. So be aware of these kinds of things. And also for that, education of environment is very important. And urban area coupled with industries is a major source of pollution. You never get it any other places other than this. And sustainable measures should be taken. If not, the reduced population or pollution is very difficult. Where the environment, we can't live in such things. And the number of extinct, like under protected areas, should be increased. Wildlife should be protected. So if we are vacating all the places, we are vacating all the forest, etc., to construct our own industries or houses, whatever it is, then where will the animals go? They are living in their places. Let them live there only now. Why we have to destroy that? Okay, even if you want to use a little area, but if you are using everything, you have to recognize one thing, that when you cut down the trees, the capacity of the soil goes down, and it cannot hold anything properly, so the foundation gets affected. Wherever you construct buildings in such places, you just remember that the fertility of soil is must and should, and the foundation should be strong. So we shouldn't vacate the entire forest or anything, and we have to protect the wildlife as well. And the rich source of our heritage and culture and the world is our wildlife, our environment, etc. That is a God's gift. We shouldn't destroy that. And then about the study enables the persons to understand the complexities in the environment. Whenever you understand only the concept of complexities in the environment, then only you can understand the actual world. So that should be that effective connection with nature, that what happens next. So a farmer can properly tell, he can estimate when does the rain fall and when doesn't fall, and does this rain or hot weather remains the same or it keeps changing. So they are the most relatable people with the earth, because they know each and everything, they deal with the earth. So that's how we have to maintain our connection, and then we have to understand. And this study motivates the students to get involved in community action. Yes or no, not only teaching them about the environmental science concepts, but also making them involving in some activities like plantation programs, and to water the trees regularly, etc. So to save the environment, promote them to use dustbins in their classes and not to throw the dust anywhere else, to ask them to avoid plastic for most of the things, like using copper bottles and steel boxes. And also this kinds of things can also be provided by education. Until the child is not educated, he even doesn't know what is this cloudy weather called, or what is this hot weather called. So is it gloomy or it is sunny, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever he is learning from his parents or through observation or through knowledge is the knowledge of the environment. So through education we can change many other aspects, and that can bring really a great change in the standard of living of people also. So the higher time it reoriented to the educational systems, the curriculum towards the needs. The environment is the basis of all the life. It is not about only we are living here, we have the connections with different ecosystems and different people and different lifestyles. So even our work should be in such a way that doesn't affect the life of others. So to threaten the what happens is, therefore this deserves a proper care and management. If environment is threatened, then the continuous basis, then numerous problems will arise, and that constitutes to danger of human existence could arise. So the environment is a part of nature and needs to be preserved on its own sake. And the environment is a part of our culture heritage. Here we treat the environment and the earth as our mother, and we maintain that relation. Nature is our best friend. Yes or no? If if we are telling anything in the universe and nature, that return back to you, that's like a reflection force, etc. And the universe identifies everything, your thoughts, it captures your actions and gives you the results. Yes or no? We are so immersed and linked with nature in such way, मन से कुछ चाहो तो सारे कायनात मिलके आपकी इच्छा पूरी कर देती है. So some resources of environment are not easily replaceable. Like, can you replace the earth? No one. It is next to impossible. So should be managed on suitable basis to prevent extinctions of certain components. So like plants and animals, we cannot replace it any other way. So we have to protect it. If you can't even protect it, then please at least don't destroy it. And there is the need to enhance the aesthetic quality of our environment in order to promote the healthy living. Why is this important? And this thought should arise in everyone's mind. And environmental education is like a multidisciplinary in nature, and it is linked with every aspect in the human interactions with the natural environment. And also environmental study is a key instrument. That is only the thing which brings the changes in the knowledge, values, behaviors and lifestyles of the people to achieve sustainability. and stability and within and among the countries. So these are some kinds of important things that we have to acquire from the environmental education in order to be in a better future and also to create a better future for the next generations. So environmental education deals with every issue with an effects on organism, and it is essentially a multidisciplinary approach to bring an appreciation of our natural world and human impacts integrity. It is applied on the science. It seeks practical answers to make human civilization sustainable on the earth's finite resources. So it is about the environmental education significance. Now how does it affect the climatic change? Now if you are getting educated about the environmental education, you can also refer it to the climatic change as well. And how can we promote the green schools? Yes or no? So how can we promote the green schools? When climatic change is any change in weather patterns, temperature and humidity persist relatively longer length of time. These changes further leads to dangerous effects like global warming and associated effects like irregularity in rainfalls, storm surges and severe storms like hurricanes, tornadoes, etc. So when you are educating and getting the environmental education, it helps to investigate in the broader range of issues happening in the environment now and then. The humankind is going to face the future. The broad issues includes population and consumption concerns, depletion of natural resources and biodiversity, pollutions, etc., environment, ecosystem services, global climate change, etc. All these concepts will be aware, and issues like climatic change are global in nature and it is always there and may not create visible local effects. So but over years the effects of a climatic change intensify, and if it is unattended, the future of the mankind fall in danger. So though the natural causes like sun radiations, volcanic eruptions, ocean currents, etc. are the reasons for climatic change, man plays a key role in this. So the increasing population and the human activities have to cause this climatic changes and associated the harmful effects. So when you are getting educated about all these things, then only you can understand even about the climatic changes, why are these floods happening, droughts happening, storms, hurricanes, etc. If you know that causes, then at least you will be aware that you shouldn't do this. So you shouldn't use the harmful material that is for harm for the environment. And continued global warming causes extinctions of the like tigers, snow leopards, etc. and they prey too. So climatic changes are high in the polar regions and are very vulnerable to impact the global warming like melting of ice caps, glaciers, etc. Just imagine what happens when the melt level rises and the global sea level. So it is very difficult to even to imagine then more floods and droughts, and men can be aware of different issues concerning climatic changes sensitizes him on his responsibility to safeguard environment by following the preventive measures. So to knowledge and understanding is basically the main key of solving the issues that can be stopped. Issues can be stopped when only you have a proper knowledge and understanding about the climate and environment. We have different attributes of the concerns to the environment, and developing them and skills to identify and resolve the environmental challenges can be developed. Men has to be motivated and encouraged to participate in individually or in groups. And just like as I said you, how can we promote the green schools? Like we have to include these activities in curriculum like every Saturday or once in a week. It is not about once in a month just taking the photos and clicking it and posting it on some different social media sites, but we have to all be responsible. We have to at least do this plantation programs once in a week as a period or a class. We have to take it. Important is not the competitive exams or something like this. It is the important is the making the good connection with nature, and it should be inculcated right from the school age itself. And it is not about only one student taking the entire responsibility. It should be the collective responsibility, and that leads to a correct bondage between the students, and that leads to the development of an individual as well. And mostly use only the local buses transport, like buses, vans, to come to school, which in turn uses less fuels. And also when you are coming with buses and all, you use a public transport, you tend to be more communicative and also dependent, and also be equal, like mingle with others, etc. So these are the some tips. And also pick up litter and other waste in the school premises and put them in the dry waste bin. So this instruction will educate the students on the cleanliness, and dry waste can be recycled. So ask the students to get all the dry waste, whatever it is, like a newspapers or any cardboard items, so that we can make something a best out of it, and we can actually use the productive things, make like that. And students should be trained to handle waste properly, segregate the dry waste and wet waste, dispose accordingly. So they should be made aware, even no problem, the teacher has to explain it in the class. So these are the general awareness things that people have to gain, no matter even if they get the concept or not. These are the very general activities everyone has to be aware of. And eco-friendly green bags should be promoted, like distribution and awareness about the harmful effects of using plastic and glasses, etc., which can have a very long years for biodegradation. So this is very difficult to degrade when it is coming to plastic and glass, so stop using that. And appreciation tokens can be given to the student leaders to lead, actually, like a good maintenance of the school cleanly. That makes them much more interesting and much more enthusiastic to work on this grounds. And also we have to involve the students in gardening activities and plantation. That's what I said, not telling a student to just go and water it daily, but we have to actually perform it like an activity, like a games period. In the same way, even the plants period, we have to locate an area for plants in our school, and we have to take them every week, one day, and remaining days the other watchmen will be taking care of it. One day they have to go and plant the trees and take care of the environment. They will be involved in the environment, like we have to give a agriculture holidays even in the corporate cultures, etc., like that. And use solar panels for electrification and standard LED lights. So these are some kinds of things. And we can also conduct special campaigns, also like awareness about the important planting and protecting trees, like some workshops, etc. And then we can also increase the public transports, and we can set up the green student club, through which we can add the members, and we can use most of the things, energy reducing things. We can use the water, and we have to stop the pollution control, etc. By together we can achieve everything. So we can use this kinds of help of the clubs, etc., to help in participate in all these activities to control the pollution and to make a earth a better place for living. So this is about the above measures, and also that helps more students to have a safe and clean green environment by drawing their attention to safeguard the environment with respect to energy, water, waste transportation and air quantity. So I hope you could be related to this topic. If yes, then don't forget to subscribe my channel Shrestha Gnanadayini. Hit the bell icon to get many more interesting concepts such way. Comment and let me know what you need. Otherwise, how will I know? And others, like my video and share it with all your loved ones. Thanks for watching.